John Wayne Gacy, infamously known as the Killer Clown, was one of the most terrifying and complex criminals in American history. In the 1970s, he appeared to be a social, kind-hearted, and entertaining man. He was a clown. With artificial smiles and a cheerful face, he would appear at parties, festivals, and hospitals. No one could have imagined that behind this harmless facade, a demonic soul lurked. At night, when the clowns and smiles went to sleep, Gacy would commit his horrific crimes. He would lure children, typically ones walking alone, into his clutches, easily manipulating and deceiving them. While the community saw him as a kind and friendly man, he would venture out at night, transforming into a monster. He would abduct and murder his victims, hiding the truth behind the mask of normality. Each time a child went missing, people thought it was just a coincidence. But behind these incidents, no one knew that it was just the beginning of a terrifying nightmare. Gacy buried the bodies of his victims beneath his house. Bodies that no one would ever suspect were there. The putrid stench of the decaying corpses slowly permeated the ground, but no one seemed to question it. Every time the police investigated the disappearances, Gacy, with a smile on his face, would assist them, presenting himself as innocent. He even participated openly in the search efforts, yet no one suspected that he was the one responsible for these heinous crimes. But one day, the police discovered something that could not be denied. Numerous reports of missing children had been flooding in, yet there was no concrete lead. That was until one of Gacy's victims miraculously escaped and revealed his identity. The police began their investigation into Gacy. Gacy's house was located on the outskirts of Chicago, where he had become a well-known clown. When the police finally arrived, what they uncovered was more horrifying than anything they could have imagined. Beneath the house, in the dirt and cement, were over 30 bodies of his victims buried. Lifeless bodies, many of which had been there for months or even years, still carried signs of the terror and pain they had endured. Each of these victims had walked into Gacy's house one night, only to never walk out. He had buried them beneath the floorboards, hiding his monstrous deeds from the world. It wasn't until the police found the bodies that anyone knew the true nature of this clown. The police discovered that many of Gacy's victims were teenage boys, often from poor neighborhoods, and they had been easy targets for his manipulation. But the most terrifying part was that no one, not even the families or friends of the victims, had suspected anything. To the world, Gacy was still seen as a good man. After his arrest, Gacy never showed any remorse for his brutal acts. He confessed to every murder and described each crime in chilling detail. He never removed his clown makeup, even during his confessions, saying he had always enjoyed terrifying people. Each murder was calculated, performed with meticulous precision, and without any error. Even during his trial, Gacy took every opportunity to joke and display a chilling, cold-hearted demeanor, showing the true horror of his psyche. However, none of this could save him from the death penalty. In the end, John Wayne Gacy was executed in 1994. Yet, his story remains engraved in history, a reminder of a world where even the most cheerful and harmless faces can hide the most dangerous and horrifying creatures. This case will forever be remembered as one of the most horrifying criminal cases in history, the story of a man who, under the guise of a clown, became a killer. While everyone saw him as a good man, he was secretly preying on innocent victims in the shadows.